Good morning, Heathlands, and welcome to week 75 of the Heathlands at Home extended broadcast.
And might I just say, first of all, I apologise. I forgot Sussy Susie today, but to stand in for her this week is this purple minion, and it so happens that there's a Minions mod on Among Us, so pretty much on the same path. Anyways, on with the show on. So far this week, we had an exercise session Monday at 11:15.
Outline from Helen Tuck was on Monday at 1. This week, folding origami pigeons.
Woo.
Also, speaking of art, I'm just going to show you something random. This is something that I've done like a few weeks ago. It's called a Zentangle drawing.
And yes, everyone on autopilot and bought that, along with our rules. I mean, both of us are not like on the concentration path today, so we apologise, but we will do our best. And on
Anyway, on Tuesday we had
Sports Fanatics at 1:30 with Jackie.
All 25 questions were based around 5 different football teams.
Giving this guy an extra hairdo. So every answer has a multiple choice from the 5 teams.
And even though it's multiple choice, you can only pick one answer.
Well, that's to come later, though.
But that's come later. You've been warned. So anyway, coming up next today from Heathlands at Home.
Live lunch from 12 p.m. to 12:45 p.m.
Then Class Cooking Social is live today at 1.
Today they're making quiche Lorraine, and I put in brackets here Kelly, but we're not putting her in a quiche. No, even though it's called quiche Lorraine, but for some reason, it's not. We're not putting Lorraine Kelly into a quiche. It's just called quiche Lorraine, just so you know. And with a nice side of pasta salad.
Ooh.
Labale jabale.
So if that fascinates you in any sort of way, whether it's in the business of cooking or just wanting to have a bite,
Or making mouth water,
or something like that, join Jackie and everyone on the Class Cooking course today at 1.
coming up right now we have.
A guest presenter with a craft to share with you guys.
So far we've had videos from myself and Mark, Helen Tuck, Helen Walsh and Susan.
So today we have a video from one of these people, but who's going to be this time?
Hello Heathlands at Home, it's Helen here and I am back this week with another origami instruction. So this week what I thought we'd do, seeing as though it's spring, is we'd make this little tadpole. Well, he's not so little, he's quite a big tadpole. So in comparison to the frog we made a few weeks back, the little bouncing frog, he is large and he's very, very simple to make. So all we need to do to make our tadpole is we need a square of origami paper. This is kind of like a pale green, which works quite well, or you could use like a dark brown or a black. And this is 15 centimetre square origami paper, but you could use smaller, you could use 10 centimetre square for this. So as I say, this is really simple. All we're going to do is we're going to fold our paper in half along the diagonal to begin with. And as always, we're going to do nice crisp creases. So now that we've folded it in half once, what we're going to do is we're going to fold it in half again. So, I'll show you that again. We've folded our paper in half once along the diagonal, and then we folded it in half again. So the next thing we need to do is, with these two open ends this way and your closed end on your right hand side, what I want you to do is this flap, I want you to fold it down to make this point reach this point. So I'm going to fold that down, nice crisp crease. And then what we're going to do is we're going to open this up. So if I bring this up, hopefully you can see. What I'm going to do is I'm going to open this up like so. So we've folded it down, and now I'm going to open it up so that when I fold it down, we've kind of got a square with a triangle next to it. So the next thing you need to do is to turn your work over, and from this central bottom point, what I want you to do is I want you to fold this across on itself. So we're not going to do it at half, directly pointing up. We want to take it past the middle point at the top here. So it kind of looks like it's in thirds across the back. We're going to fold that down, and hopefully if I bring this to the camera, you'll be able to see what I mean. It's quite bright. So you can see we've folded it across there, but it's not on that middle line there. And that is your tadpole. So the only thing left to do is to decorate him, to put some eyes on. So you could use googly eyes for this, wiggly eyes, or like myself, you can just use a pen and draw some big circles with a dot in the middle. And that, for spring, guys, is our origami tadpoles. Hope you've enjoyed this one. I will put the instructions in the activity book and on our blog. See you later, guys. Bye.
As you've seen this week, we've had Helen Tuck showing us how to fold an origami tadpole.
The what?
No, that's not how they sound. When they grow up, they go a bit.
Anyway, what who we have next week? I wonder.
Still to come this week, we have.
Sorry, just stop. Quiz of the week: answers and results on Thursday at 1 with Helen.
Sign in with Paula. Is at 11 on Thursday as well?
Hold on, Sarah. I think you.
You
skipped ahead a little there. Because I think you know what time it is.
Yeah, really forgotten about that part.
It's okay, you were forgiven. So, rules for Quiz of the Week and Sports Fanatics. No shouting out your answers. No cheating. No Googling. Be honest with your answers. You can only write down one answer, not two, not a dozen, and definitely not 100 million answers. And that applies if it's a multiple choice, true or false, or just general questions. And when you put an answer down, you can't change it. Cheaters will get a forfeit.
And what are your forfeits this week?
My forfeits are... the first one is that I will take a lemon, chop it, dip one half of it in sugar, and you'll be made to eat it.
Oh.
And the second one, this was an idea I had from last week from Star Wars Day, but I decided I'm going to put it into this one. You'll be dipped in carbonite.
What's carbonite? What's carbonite?
Do you remember that? You don't know it?
I'm afraid not.
What Han Solo was frozen.
Oh, okay.
And you have to do like your best pose, like.
Or that you get like a big bowl of sand, like big boxes of sand, and bury somebody. Maybe that could be similar to Han Solo.
Maybe, but anyway, your turn.
Mine's pretty much the same as yours, Mark. There's the first one. You have to put salt on your hand with squeezing a lemon. Drink and lick it. Drink a shot of every tequila around the around the Heathlands while getting nerfed. But by Nerf guns. Drink a shot of tequila while getting nerf gunned. And second one. I forgot the second one. Jeez. Yeah, do a try not to a cringe challenge by watching a cringe compilation on YouTube, and if you cringe, you get egged on the head.
As always, our punishments are harsh but fair.
Yeah, and it was like I was saying before I missed all those forfeits. Signing with Paula is at 11 on Thursday.
The group will be continuing learning signs to the elves and the shoemaker.
This has been a great story to sign, as the group are learning a lot of new signs that they haven't used before.
And Heathlands Book Club with Jeanette and Susan is on Thursday too.
And on Friday to start the day, we have the fitness competition at 10:30, and then the Heathlands live at 1:30 with this week with Spiff and Helen. Banana. Oh! How do I stand this guy up? All over the place.
So anyway, Heathlands Live will be this week at 1:30, featuring Spiff and Helen. And it will, as always, features the ever-popular art showcase, Extreme to the Max, featuring all the gift gab of the week of Heathlands, possibly Heathlands Habitat, and let's not forget the Great British Run-Off.
Which brings us to the main event of our Heathlands at Home broadcast.
The most popular part of the Heathlands at Home broadcast.
We actually have the most coolest book to read to you.
That's right. In a change to our story, we're going to offer something a little different for you guys. As today's book is Spider-Man Short Circuit. A shocking tale of action, adventure, and superhero fun.
If you could guess the villain.
It's shocking.
It was the ending will shock you. This is an Andrew Garfield story, just so you know.
Or maybe. I don't know. Anyway. Peter Parker was at the movies with his best friends, Miles Morales and Gwen Stacy. Suddenly, the whole theatre went pitch black. "Oh man," groaned Miles. "They were just about to catch the bad guys." An usher addressed the complaining crowd. "Sorry folks," he said, "we're having a power outage. Must be due to the lightning storm outside." Lightning storm? The three friends exchanged worried looks. "Let's check it out," said Gwen. Outside in Times Square, the scene was frantic. Someone had taken over all the city's power. My spider sense is tingling, murmured Gwen wearily. Mine too, said Miles, cautiously. That makes 3 of us, confirmed Peter. One day, I'd like my spider sense to point me to the nearest hot dog cart. The 3 heroes quickly ducked into an alley to change into 3 spider costumes. It looks like Electro is up to his old trick, said Peter. He wants... Pardon me. He wants to use the city's electricity to strengthen his powers. We need to stop him before this becomes dangerous, said Gwen. Miles swung off on his own to track Electro. I'll show them, Miles thought. My plan will work, and then I'll be the hero. Miles heard a loud buzzing and followed it down to the subway tunnels, only to find Electro. He was absorbing the energy from the subway tracks. What's this? Electro smirked, spotting Miles. Could it really be another Spider-Man? Thinking quickly, Miles fired a venom blast at the supervillain, but he missed. You must still be in training, said Electro, laughing madly. That was my best laugh. Angered Miles tried again, this time with his web shooters, but Electro shot back with a lightning bolt that knocked him out cold. You better come with me, Mini Spider, said Electro as he tossed Miles over his shoulder and ran off down the subway tunnel. Suddenly, a familiar voice came from behind the supervillain. Electro, why so blue? It was Ghost Spider. She fired her web shooters trying to capture Electro. Zap! Hey, Electro, Spider-Man called out, joining his co-fighter. What's the buzz? Angered, Electro blasted lightning bolts at the duo. Then he raced along the tunnel, carrying the limp Miles with him. Whoosh! Just then a train came thundering through the tunnel. Spider-Man grabbed Ghost Spider just in time. They clung to the wall as the train roared past. Once it was clear, they hopped down and looked around. Electro and Miles were gone. Spider-Man and Ghost Spider searched the city, hoping to track down their friend Miles and their not-so-friendly enemy, Electro. Meanwhile, at the city's energy control center, Electro had taken Miles and the facilities workers prisoner. The villain stood in front of a giant control panel. Once I hack into the system, I will be unstoppable, cried Electro. I think you've caused enough mischief for today, said Spider-Man, as he suddenly burst into the control room. While Electro was distracted, Ghost Spider crept in quietly and freed Miles. Before Electro knew what had hit him, she swooped in and fired a pair of webs that pinned the villain against the wall. But Electro quickly broke free from the webbing. Mwahaha! He roared. Electricity coursing through him. He fired a supercharged lightning bolt that sent all 3 wall crawlers ducking for cover. Miles, whispered Ghost Spider, your venom blast. It's the only way. Miles was hesitant. What if he missed Electro again? Don't worry, Spider-Man encouraged Miles. We'll do this together. With the help of his pals, Miles summoned his courage and fired his venom blast at Electro, shocking the supervillain while he was fully charged. Immediately, Electro began to short-circuit. With Electro beaten, the trio changed and headed back to the cinema. Thanks for having my back, Miles told his friends. You're an important part of this team, said Gwen, smiling. movies, hot dogs, and catching bad guys. I was going back. This is definitely the team for me. There you have it.
I'm going to leave it to you to review that book. What do you think of it?
I thought it was like a nice little story. I actually have this book myself.
Really? Short Circuit?
Yeah, I actually have this along with a collection of books that I have at home.
You're not including the ones on the advent calendars that I got you.
Yeah, it's from a bunch of advent calendars that I got. You can get the ones that have little books in them, and you can actually read them.
Still got mine in my living room. Really cool.
So the next time you actually see an advent calendar that has little books in them, I highly recommend them.
They're really the cool than chocolate any day. Although chocolate would be good too.
So anyway, we are back again the same time next week with another awesome book to read to you guys.
Have a great rest of your week and stay safe, stay happy, and see you all again soon.
Bye.
Right, before you actually go, I want to show you what
We've got a special exclusive.
We got an unboxing, like an unboxing
We're doing
something.
an unboxing. So.
Oh my god!
Ladies and gentlemen, I can officially confirm that Heathlands is the owner of an Xbox Series X.
Take that, QVC.
Like, look at it.
That is awesome. Can't wait to play on that.
So hey, looks like we're gonna be doing an unboxing.
And I thought that it was capable of VR.
Maybe.
Well, you never know. We'll try something.
But hey, we got an Xbox Series X.
Hey! Okay, so there you have it. We have an Xbox as well as a PS4 and VR set. Ooh, smell that. Anyways, have a great rest of your week, and we'll see you all again soon. Hopefully with and Matt's gonna hug that thing all day. Anyways, we'll see you again soon, and hopefully we'll get game sessions on this Xbox. Yeah, we'll see you then. Bye bye.
Bye.